Hello, everyone. Kyra Schaefer here from As You Wish Publishing at asyouwishpublishing.com, where we make publishing easy, the easy publishing way. If you want to get your book published, go out to asyouwishpublishing.com. We will help you out with that affordably and no fuss, no muss. We're really committed to helping people to get their message to the world and helping them do it in a way that is the most profitable and that will also help them increase their brand awareness as well. And so today we're doing our Wednesday Wow. Our Wednesday Wow is with the most wonderfulest Rina Escalante. Amor, mi familia. I'm learning a tiniest bit of Spanish to be able to talk with Ms. Rina here sometime. All right, but let me give you her bio. All right, Rina is a first-generation Salvadorian American from San Francisco. She was raised Catholic in the Mission District of San Francisco and was taught to basically be kind to all. Inside of her, she always had some sort of little light that was a ball of love and positivity, and it never left her. She plans on owning a business one day where she combines her corporate knowledge and spiritual knowledge to empower others on their life journey. You can reach Rina at Rina, ESCA, at gmail.com. So help me welcome her. Hey, Rina.
Hello. Hola.
Hola. Hola, ¿qué tal?
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes.
Oh my gosh, I know what that means.
Good afternoon. I know. I was like, good. What time is it to be able to say hi to people as I'm walking down the street?
I just want to say just a quick shout out to Louisa Garrett, who just joined us and is watching as well. Both of you are two little love bubbles. This little ball of love.
We can't help it.
So Rina, we were going to talk today about, what we're going to talk about, whatever kind of comes up as well. Just we're going to let things flow out. But one of the things that we were talking about right before we came on was you transitioning from kind of the corporate world and being in an environment where we talk about energy work, we talk about connecting to the inner source, or we connect to our outer source, we connect to our awareness, or we do energy work, or even in some cases like holistic healthcare remedies, all the way to just, physical touch. Are we not all served for that right now? And the benefits thereof, and how coming from a world that's maybe just not familiar with it can, potentially have some maybe curious. We'll just pretend that they're curious and want to know.
I know.
So as you've begun this journey, what are some of the things that you have noticed about yourself and your life and how it's changed as a result of you deep diving into the world of healing?
Well, huge. Well, I wouldn't say huge difference because the world I came from and the awakening I'm going through, the world I came from was always intention, because the world I came from was very structured in that you learn as a growing up Catholic is I went to Catholic school 1st through 8th grade. So we went to mass, once a week in school. And so you learn a lot about intention and being kind and loving, because I went to a fantastic school, St. Peter's, back in the 70s. So I really learned the inner work, which is important, and the intention. And in healing work, it is about intention. So that was really easy to transfer. Because when you're doing healing work, it's mind, body, and soul. And as a Reiki practitioner, I met the most incredible group of women that I wrote about in the third collaborative work with As You Wish Publishing. I love my publisher.
Your publisher loves you.
In Reiki work, it is about intention, because with healing, with Reiki work healing, you use your intention, where you use your third eye, and you use your hands over the body. People use their with crystals. Oh gosh, I just cleaned them. They're in my. I just rearranged everything. Otherwise, I was about to grab them and show you.
Here's one.
Crystals. Yeah.
Selenite.
Yeah. I just smudged them. Oh gosh darn it. Anyway, I just smudged them and cleansed them because I was taking a class with Kyle Gray, and so I was just cleaning them. But yes, there you go. And then with yes, look at that, beautiful.
It lights up.
Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous.
Okay, it's heavy.
But they get placed on the body in certain parts of your chakra. People place hands, intention, where you connect to source, because source is working through you. You're not the one doing the healing. I'm not this big miracle worker. I have to connect. So it's all about grounding to Gaia. You're grounding to earth, because it's all with creation, because source created me. So I have to connect to source. I have to connect to Gaia. And as I'm connecting, they're the ones doing the work to the person. And that's how healing works. Because it is intention, because I have to be the one connecting. Step one, step two, center myself, and I have to be clean, because if I'm having all these, I don't like this person and I hate this, and I'm this angry, grumpy, awful person, how am I going to be able to help you cleanse, be clean and heal and get all this nasty stuff out of you if I'm a nasty person? And I'm not clean of mind, clean of soul. If I'm not clean, how are you going to clean out? I don't have profile vision.
I'm going to take a dirty bucket full of water and clean out a dirty bucket full of water. Right. It just ends up a dirty bucket of water, regardless. So, but I like when it comes to energy work, is that one, if you have an ailment or you have an issue or whatever, the way that I was taught was that the energy will go to that issue in you first to help you heal it, and then it'll move to that other person, so that it's not the ailment, but the energy. Yes. So it's like it helps you, and then it helps them. The thing that I found with the people that I worked with when I was doing energy work full time was, I found that if I didn't like someone, right, and I didn't like that, I didn't appreciate them, I didn't care for them, they just weren't my kind of people or whatever, and and I was working on them kind of sight unseen, I didn't know them, they were kind of just scheduled appointment and that kind of thing, they showed up. What I found is once I did start working on them, and once I let that spiritual energy move through, that higher vibratory energy, and as soon as I touch them, all of those perceptions and all of that awareness and all of that stuff went away, because that's what wasn't real, and the truth was that positive, loving energy that's flowing from me to you, to me, to this bearded dragon, to the dog, to the to the home, to everything, is to me just the most perfect, and it can't be really disturbed by my brain chatter.
Yeah, because you're separating your human self from your higher self, because your higher self is the one doing the work. Your higher self is the one that's connecting to source. Your higher self is the one doing the work. Stand aside, Kyra.
That's right.
My higher self is the one that's connecting to source.
That's it.
And helping do the work with this person.
And I could not love them after that. It would be almost impossible for me to hold those same judgments. Yeah. So I think it's just such an interesting thing. So let's talk a little bit about clearing our journey, like clearing our path, making way for love and possibility and truth. How do you work with yourself or with others around getting clear? Or do you have to practice?
Kyra, right now, I almost flushed out tears right now. I just feel something, just when you said that, I felt this flush because as we were chatting right before we went on, I was telling you how I just went through, I'm a babe in the woods. I just went through my awakening. I started Reiki, I think it was in May. So it's been about 6 months. So I've been doing a lot of self-work, self-love, because that's the work we need to do. We need to love ourselves and to reach that higher vibration, so we are connecting to source, so we can serve the greater good. We need to clean out all that basura, that garbage.
Yes. Basura. Basura.
What do I need to carry around? That person that I went to the grocery store and that person bumped their shopping cart into me. And that's been bugging me all day. And why do I need to carry that? I don't. It's something that I don't need. I don't need to carry it around. When I was in 3rd grade, Marty tripped me when I was trying to put my sheet of paper on the teacher's desk. I don't need it. When I snuck downstairs when I was 12 years old because my mom made tongue for dinner, and I didn't eat dinner because I didn't like tongue and I was hungry, and she said, if you don't like dinner, you're not going to eat it. So I was angry at my mom. No, she made dinner. I chose not to eat. That's on me. Millions of people like tongue. My mom made it delicious. I just didn't want to eat it.
Sure.
Basura. I don't need to carry that around. So there's silly things. You don't need it. Get rid of it.
When you recognize, okay, something's basura, it's time to go. Get on out of here. What do you do to help clear yourself of those thoughts or those experiences that no longer serve you? What are some exercises maybe that you do or tools that you use?
You need to. I think the hardest thing is looking in the mirror and saying, do I need it? Do I not need it? Honesty. Are you honest with yourself? Because honesty is not an easy thing. Can you be honest? Because if honesty was easy, we would all do it because, oh, this little white lie, oh, that's not going to hurt. Does that shirt look good on me? Oh, yeah, it does. It looks good. Is that little white lie going to hurt them? Is this little white lie? Honesty is not an easy thing. Oh, I'm just going to run to the store pre-COVID. I'm just going to run to the store in my pajamas. Nobody's going to see me. It doesn't matter. You're not loving yourself. You're not being honest that it doesn't matter. You need to love yourself. You need to be honest with self. Yes, it does matter. You need to care for yourself. You need to this. So I think it starts with honesty. It does matter. Do you need to carry it? No, you don't need to carry it. It does matter because if you have all these little things and they're going to begin to weigh.
Yeah.
Get rid of them. You don't need them because it was either my tia Rina or my tío Elmer, one of them. And they said, it's like a stairway to heaven. The more things you separate yourself from, the longer it's going to take you to get there. Of course, it's, like the old way of thinking, now that I think different, but do you want to be closer to source or do you want to be further from source? If you want to be closer to source, there's work we need to do. Like if you want to clean your house, do you want to shove everything in the closet, close the closet? No one's going to look there.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Rina.
Yeah, no one's going to look there. But if you want to heal yourself, you need to do the work. I want to do the work because I want to be closer to source because I know I have a gift. And I want to do for the greater good because I know that's why I've come back. And I know I will help the greater good, all my brothers and sisters. So I want to do the work. I need to get rid of all this garbage that I've built up because the earth is polluted. And all this stuff that's been dumped on me that I did not say, no, I'm not going to put up with it. I need to clean it out, get my little broom, clean it out and get rid of it because I want to. Because I want to help the greater good. So I'm going to do it. It's hard, but I want to.
So everybody listening, Rina has given you full permission to let go of any basura. Let go of all the garbage.
That's right. Get rid of it. You don't need it.
Negative thoughts that come into your mind. It is impossible for you not to be innocent and lovable. So just let yourself off the hook, right? We all deserve to be let off the hook. Yeah.
It's not worth it to be unhappy. It's just not. I always had, and it's funny because before I was like, no negative zone. I don't accept negativity. If it's negative, I'm running the other way.
Right.
I don't allow it. So just start with that. That's easy, right? No
That's
negative
a good place to start. Yeah. I
did have a circle around me.
I think I did that. I did that too. Kind of in the beginning, because it was like, not so. I just had to have the courage and confidence,
Yes.
and the knowing and the help and the love and the support, just for me to allow myself to not blame myself so much. Yes. I was always blaming myself for all the little things, and I still fall into it from time to time now, and it hurts. It really hurts. I was always that person that took too much responsibility. Like if you messed up, I'm going to try and take responsibility for what you did somehow, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is not my thing. I do enough of my own dumb things. I'm not going to take your dumb thing on, and then, just saying yes to myself. And so, yeah, for a while there, I had to say no to everything, only yes to me. And so it could look selfish. It could look like I wasn't being realistic, like I was digging my head in the sand. But honestly, I had to do it for my self-preservation and to cultivate this relationship with spirit, because spirit doesn't talk bullshit, right? Spirit talks love. Yes. And if I can't at least get to that space where I'm loving myself enough to say no to everything, and even if it's putting myself in kind of a, no negativity zone, then that's, so be it, man. Because we'll get to the hard work later. We gotta at least, in many cases, this is the hard work. Just taking that first step and saying, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. I'm not loving myself here, or I'm not allowing love to come to me in ways that feel good. And I'm giving, nothing coming back.
There has to be a balance.
Yeah.
Because if you only give, there's not a balance because the world has to have a balance. And you're not living a life of balance if you only give and you don't receive. Because your life is going to be lopsided. And when you don't love yourself, you're not loving Source, because Source created you out of love. And by you not loving yourself and just letting people take from you, you're telling Source, I don't love you because I'm not loving myself. So you have to say, okay, these are my boundaries. Because I love Source, I love myself. Because Source loves me, I have to love me. So these are my boundaries. Please respect them. I'll get to you, I promise. But I need to get to me first, because he got to me first. He created me. He or she, created me, because we're created out of Source's image. So who's to say Source is not a woman? Right? I'm a woman. I've changed a lot of diapers. So
I like how you double checked, Rina.
Trust me, I did take a shower. I did do my hair today. So that is how we love Source, by loving ourselves. That this is my circle of love. I'm going to show you I love you. So that's how we receive our blessings, by loving ourselves. How are you going to receive abundance if you don't love yourself? That's how we receive abundance, right?
Right. So what are the loving things you do for yourself?
I allow myself some private time, because, I don't do that. I allow myself time to now walk. What I allowed myself is to move up here to South Lake Tahoe. I check in with my grandchildren because before I wasn't. I was give, and then it just got to a point where I broke. And 6 months ago, that's what I gave to myself, was Reiki. What I'm giving to myself is learning. I'm writing, taking notes. Actually, the second half of my life, writing, reading, learning. Learning makes me so happy. I mean, so happy it makes me cry. Who would have known that, here you are at the second half of your life. Who knew? Who knew how happy learning makes me? Um, I, Reiki, mediumship, uh, shaman learning, thinking of putting together this business that's going to incorporate everything so I can help for the greater good. That is what's making me. The thought of it is absolute elation. Honestly, it really is. It's my heart chakra is just getting, that's where I'm at.
It's so interesting that so I can feel energy. I know you can feel energy, and probably people on this call or this watching this video or whatever can feel energy. There's so many. This is an understanding I've learned for a few years. I think I known it all along, but I'm going to say actual words here in a minute that'll make sense and pull together in a sentence. Just give me a second.
We're
was
so
that
hard.
one of the intentions that I set for myself was that whenever I walk around someone or I do anything, even if it's just I'm passing them in a line at a grocery store or whatever, that something positive about me will translate to them in a way that's helpful. That doesn't mean I'm smiling. It doesn't even mean that I'm happy. Just I had set this intention that if people are around me, that something good will happen. Even if it doesn't feel good, something good will be there. And Rina, I think whenever we talk, even though you and I could talk about anything, we could talk about English as a second language. We could talk about, mental, emotional health. We could talk about the sun, moon, and stars. We could talk about writing. We could talk about anything. The feeling that I get from you is just that. As soon as you got on and started talking, I felt this energy flow, just like what you said. I felt this energy flush, right? And it's the same, with you. I'm like, oh, I'm getting energy work. And we're just talking. We're just hanging out. It's not perfect. We're just figuring things out as we're talking about them and going about our day. But ultimately, your presence has a changing effect on me anyway. I hope our viewers as well. And I know on Todd as well. So whenever you talk to him, he always feels better after your.
Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, you guys are the best, I swear. I think my hair is standing up. It's like ding. There's an absolute synergy that there's no lie. There's no denying it for sure. That we have. And one thing that, and it's interesting, I was thinking about it last night, that I think that you and I have spoken about it, how when I think in my mid 30s, I don't know, 20 years ago, long time ago, that I had shut off all my gifts, because it's like I had psychic gifts. I was blurring, mediumship would come in and I'd be standing in line at the grocery store and all of a sudden this message would come out to somebody and I would look at her and I'm like, I'm sorry, I guess that message needed to come to you, and she's like, thank you. And now I'm learning you need to ask people before you give them the message.
Do you want a message from spirit? No thanks.
I remember one time I was at a friend's house and there was this couple and I was like, oh, did you guys know you were cherubs in a past life? And now in this life, you guys are blah, blah, blah. And I started seeing all these things. and the girl looks at her boyfriend. She's like, I told you. And I'm going on, and she's like, I told you. And all these things, right? And I was reading. This is when I was, really Catholic. And these 3 different decks had made it to me. How I knew how to read them, Kyra, it was freaking me out. I was like, take these. I don't know. Another one? Oh my God. And I was reading it. I'm like, oh my God, here, take this. I don't know what this is. So all these things. So I was like, shoo. I just shut it off. I don't know how I did it because it freaked me out. I just was seeing too much. And because I was looking for a spiritual mother. And every time a woman would come, she's like, oh, I can be. And I would see her aura. And I would see all these little black dots. I said, oh, you're not good.
You're not mine.
You're going to steer me down the wrong path. No. And now I'm like, bring it on, spirit. I'm ready. I am ready. So let's do this, Kyra. Let's write. Let's do interviews. Let's do whatever we need to do moving forward, because you're my publisher for life.
Publisher for life.
Publisher for life. You're my OG publisher. We're going to do energy work forever, ever. I love it. I'm having the best time, I'm meeting the most incredible people. The synergy, like Kim, I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. Drogell, Kim Jogel is her name.
Purcell? Kim Purcell?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's incredible people after incredible people after incredible people on your team. Of writers. The community is amazing. I just brought someone else in because I know she's incredible.
Yeah.
The synergy of the people you have writing with as you wish.
Awesome. We could not ask for better people.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a total energetic match,
Yes.
And if it's not, then there are times when we have some difficulties, we have some energies that don't match up, but we all act like adults, and like, for the most part, I think we all do, and make sure that everybody stays safe in our community, because that's really important to me. When we create, and we call that creation our own, right? Not spirit led or what, because we can, if we do channel or in channeling or do automatic writing, or we let information kind of flow through us and that kind of thing. Yeah, spirit led, we can kind of pass that off to spirit. Yeah. You didn't like it? It was spirit. Yeah. Fine. But when we own it and we're like, this is our, kind of blood, sweat, and tears of writing, then, we want to have a safe environment. Yes. And so we're very committed. We've always been very committed to that. Because we don't, there's tons of, there's plenty of criticizing Facebook groups out there that you can go and join, and, they'll tell you how bad of a writer you are if you really need that, but that's not us.
No. That's not the community. That's why I love all the authors, all the writers. They support you, like for the Ordinary Oneness, the group who just started the recent thread. Hey, what are you guys writing about?
Yeah.
And then everyone's just,
so cool.
This is the 4th collaboration. And with each group of writers, I'm getting goosebumps again. On my legs, everything. I'm lighting up. I call it And with my soul sisters that I learned Reiki with, I call it prendida.
Prendida.
Prendida is
Prendida.
It means lit.
Prendida.
Prendida. It means lit. That's right now how I'm feeling. But it's with each group of writers, for each collaboration I have been with, the support, Kyra, honestly, it's so amazing. Like the last one with Tara's group.
Yeah.
They're on a whole other level.
They're on a whole other level. I don't even think, I supported it. I published it. You know, I told Tara how to get started on things and do things, but ultimately
they're amazing.
Amazing. Love meets life, guys, in case you're wondering which
love my hair's standing up again. They are amazing. Amazing. Yes. Absolutely the most incredible group of writers, honestly. I mean,
we're just gonna have I think this conversation has just been a love-in. Yeah. You know, just a love-in. Expressing love. Yeah. Can we do any kind of like a energy clearing or anything for people who are listening and have actually gotten this far, because we've been kind of like, woo, I feel like we've just recorded a conversation you and I had.
I have some Palo Santo here.
What is that?
Clearing? You want to do it?
Clear.
How's the Palo Santo right here?
Oh, do it.
Let's do a clearing right now. And and I have a little candle. We can light it off my candle.
Cool. Just go do it. And just to explain to those of you who are watching, basically you don't have to be in the room with us. You don't have to be anything. As a matter of fact, if you're watching all the way to this point and your soul accepts it, and your being and your higher power accepts it, you will receive this clearing, whether you're watching this months or years into the future, or right now with us live. So this clearing is for you. And for me, and for Rina, and there's some smoke happening. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Palo Santo is a tree in South America. And its resin is a spirit. And the tree has to die by itself. And inside the tree is where the spirit is. And the spirit that is in the resin, I don't have the spirit is that clears out the negative energy. We're sending out clearing energy, cleansing and clearing all the negative energy, all the negative thoughts, all the negative feelings that everyone has about themselves, towards anyone else, towards their family. Let it be cleared. You don't need it. You don't want it. Boy, there must be a lot of negative energy, folks. Because the fire dies out by itself. And it is still going. Get rid of it. You don't need it. Don't carry it around. Say goodbye. My fire alarm is going off.
I'm going to mute you.
Yeah. We're doing a clearing for everyone on the incense.
We'll come back to Rina in just a second. But I felt that for sure. I felt all of that energy just kind of pouring out and releasing for me. And so while she's kind of getting her smoke alarm under control, that is one of the things that kind of comes along with this. You know, we burn sage, we burn incense. I have certainly set my alarm off a few times so well. And I love what she said there, which was that it's not going out. There was a lot of energy that needed to be moved there. And sometimes when we have things like smoke alarms going off, that's a good signal of a release. So how cool is that? Let's check back in with her and see if she's cleared that smoke out. How you doing? All right.
Look at that. It took a long time for it, and it's still going. But I'll leave it here for the rest of the day and see if it goes out. I'll send you a picture of it if it goes out when it dies out. But wow. Don't carry it around. You don't need it.
Specifically.
Yeah. Your abuelita. That's what my grandkids call me, abuelita. Your abuelita is telling you you don't need to carry it around. Yeah. No. Say bye-bye, negative energy. Bye-bye, negative thoughts. I love myself. You know what? Affirmations. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I am worthy. I surround myself with positive energy. I am worthy. Amen, amen, amen. Aho, aho, aho. Namaste, namaste, namaste. And so it is.
I love it. Thank you so much, Rina, for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I needed it. I don't know. You guys can put in the comments and you know, whatever your experience was when when it was burning and the fire was going around. Like, to me, it felt like I felt like my mouth and not really my jaw, but the roof of my mouth and my throat, where I hold a lot of energy, my back and shoulders started to like unwind. Curious where you guys are feeling it in your body when you clear yourself, or you clear your own energy, or, you know, whatever kind of practice you use, because I felt this is very effective for me, Rina. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, even let me incense.
Palo Santo.
Incense.
Mm-hmm. You can get that just online, can't you?
Yeah, there's a little shop in Lodi where I got this incense at. And the Palo Santo, I think, I don't, you know.
I can go. I'll go online on it and see if they have it on Amazon or something. They might actually.
Yeah, I think they do have it on Amazon. They sell the Palo Santo, and you know, same thing with the incense. You can also use it for cleansing your room, because I cleansed in here before we had the meeting, the interview for you and I. And I that's how I smudge my crystals, because when it's full moon, I cleanse them. Um, Everything needs to be clean. My thoughts, I try to keep my thoughts clean. The things that come out of my mouth, I try not to be basura. You know, but like I was saying earlier, it's all an intention. We are living on this plane, and we are human. So we do make mistakes, but if you try to keep your intention clean, that's where it's at. And every day we get a do-over. Isn't that awesome?
Yes,
that's a great way. That's a great way to keep a positive attitude. I get a do-over.
Just go to sleep. Go to sleep, wake up. Let's see what happens next.
Every day I get a do-over. And your grateful journal. Every day. Write what you're grateful for.
What are some of your entries in your grateful journal?
I don't know. Let's check it out.
All
right. Let's see. I am grateful that I'm writing in my grateful journal.
Yes.
I am grateful that I'm beginning to organize my meetings with my spirit guides. I am grateful I found a workaround for my bed because of the new kitty. I am grateful that my Tamara is so gracious with her time. I am grateful I was able to jump in the shower today.
Oh, yeah.
I am grateful my granddaughter called me today and FaceTimed me to help me with her homework. It's just life things. So you live in that space that, life is not so bad. Even these little tiny things, I can live a grateful life. It doesn't have to be, I bought a car today, or, I won $50,000 on lotto, or, live
ordinary oneness. Right.
Yeah. I'm grateful for all these little things in my life. And so it puts you in that mentality. I'm living a grateful life.
And being around people who have that same awareness makes a big difference as well.
See, that goes to what I was talking to about earlier.
Yeah.
No negativity zone. Right? No negativity zone. Yeah. So if you're not allowing negativity inside your life, and that at the end of the I had a good day. I saw 10 butterflies today. That was crazy. I was able to take a hike, and it was so nice to be able to see trees. It rained today. It hadn't rained in 6 months. It was so beautiful to see the raindrops. Or, today was the first snow. It was so beautiful. Whatever. Right. It's just to live and open your eyes and see the beauty of creation, whatever it is. It's just to live in that space of, I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to choose it for my life because I want to live that way, because Source created this world for me, because he loved me. She loved me.
That's right. Well, is there any, we're going to wrap it up, or is there any final thoughts that you have for our millions of listeners here?
I'm going to tell you all what I tell my grandkids. Be kind.
I love it.
It's
simple.
not hard.
Not hard.
Just please be kind. Don't make it hard.
Yeah.
Don't wear a scowl. Be kind. It's too much work.
It is.
This is more fun.
It is. Well, everybody listening, it has been a joy as always to have our lovely Rina Escalante on with us. And Rina, you are a beautiful light. What is lit again? What do you say?
Prendida.
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 Perfect.
Prendida.
Yep.
You're prendida, Rina.
Yep. And enjoy your cleansing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for being with us. I so greatly appreciate Rina. I appreciate all of our authors, all of our Wednesday Wow folks. We've been doing this for a while now, and it means just the world to me that these folks let me interview them. Many of them are new at this whole thing, and it's kind of scary at times. And so to get to be a part of that process with those folks that are just starting out to just offer a space is really a blessing to me. And I'm so grateful for them for trusting me. And for everyone that trusts As You Wish Publishing with their words, it is a tremendous honor. So if you want to visit us, you can visit us at asyouwishpublishing.com. And Rina, did you want to give them your email address again in case they want to email you?
It's rinaesca@gmail.com.
Awesome. All right, guys, we'll see you again next week for our Wednesday Wow. And love you all. Take care. Mwah.
Bye.